Kristen with the Rogers Public Library, and this week for Catch 'em All at the Library, we will be focusing on comb bee. So in your craft packet, you'll have a piece of fishing line, 2 small pieces of pipe cleaner, 2 little orange circles, and then a whole bunch of pieces to cut out. So we're going to cut these out and then I will show you how to make a comb bee. Once you have everything cut out, we're going to take these 3 pieces, and for each one we're going to fold them first into thirds. So we'll take it, and then before you fold it, just kind of overlap it till it lines up to be about thirds. And you can press those seams down, open it back up, and we have thirds. Now we're going to make it into sixths. So we're going to take one edge and fold it so that the end of it lines up with that third mark. And then we can just fold it over each time to get it into 6 sides. So these will be the bodies of our comb bees. So we're going to use tape to connect them. So we'll put some tape on one side, on the white part, and then line the other side up so that the ends touch, and then press that tape in, and then just kind of fold it back so that we're going to end up with some hexagons. So we'll do that for each of these 2 pieces as well. Once we have our 3 hexagon bodies, then we are going to line them up to make the shape of our comb bee. So one at the bottom will have a point right at the bottom, and then you fit the other 2 against it so all the sides line up. Then we'll take some glue, and we're just going to put glue all along the edges that are going to be touching each other. Just press them together. And now before we put our 3rd piece on, I'm going to grab some tacky glue and add just a little bit on the side of one of our top 2 bees. So this will go in here, but we're going to take our fishing line, and we're going to take our little ends, put both ends together so we have a loop at the top. We're going to stick that in the tacky glue. Then we can go ahead and attach that 3rd piece, but we want our fishing line to go in the middle of them so that our comb bee can be hung up at the end when we're all done. Now we'll set that aside for a moment, and we'll come get our black hexagon and then our smaller yellow hexagon. The rest of them are the same size as the black, but you have one that is smaller. So we're going to glue that smaller one into the center of our black hexagon. Now, to attach our hexagons to the rest of our comb bee bodies, we're going to use tape again. We're going to take 3 strips of tape and place them around our comb bee body on the inside so that they're sticking up at the top. Then we're going to press those in towards each other so that they overlap and create a little sticky boundary here, and that is how we can attach our little ends of our bodies. So we're going to do that for this piece on the bottom at the back, and then we'll use our yellow hexagons for these other 2, just doing the same thing. Once we have them all on the back, then our back is finished unless you would like to trim your hexagons. They may not fit exactly over your comb bee bodies. There may be edges hanging off. So if you would like to, you can take your scissors and just trim off those edges so that they line up with the edge of your comb bee body. But if you would rather not trim them, then you don't have to. Then we can flip it over, and now we'll have the front of our comb bee. We are going to do basically the same thing to attach them. However, we want to figure out where they're going to go and what direction, because we're going to draw little faces for our comb bees here. So you just need to grab a black marker, and then we can draw on some little eyes and a little smile, and just make sure it lines up so that the face will go the right direction for your little comb bees. Once we have our faces, we can go ahead and attach the bottom one in the same way as we attach the ones on the back, using our 3 pieces of tape. But before we attach our other 2, we're going to take our little pipe cleaner pieces, and on one end we're going to fold it over 2 times to make the little rounded tip. Then with the other end, we're going to poke it through the top of our little comb bee here so that it goes through. And then we're going to take another little piece of tape to help secure the back of it, to hold it in place against the comb bee face. And then we can attach it. And these are the 2 for the top. Each have a little antenna. Then again, if you would like to trim your edges so that they line up, then you can, but you also don't have to. It's just up to you. All right, once all of that is done, we just need to attach the wings and the little orange dots on the side. So you're going to take one of your orange circles, fold it in half, and then cut a little strip. Don't cut it all the way in half, just a little slit in it so that our wing can go through that. Then we'll fold the edge of the wing so that it will stick out. And then we can go over to the back of our orange circle and put some glue on it. And you can go ahead and fold that little wing tip back over the other way so that it is a little more secured. And then we'll add our orange dot to the side of one of the top comb bees. And then we just do that again for the other side. Then once we have both of our wings on, then our comb bee is complete. Now you'll want to wait for the glue to dry, especially that tacky glue, before you hang it up. But once that's dry, you can hang it up so that your comb bee can fly. I would love to see pictures of your completed comb bees if you would like to share them. Thank you so much for joining me for Catch 'em All at the Library, and I will see you in 2 weeks to make another Pokemon. Bye.